All right.
I know you missed me.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's fucking back, baby. Fucking bang the table.
Don't call it a comeback.
Hank's back. Welcome back to another episode of the Stage With Your Chest podcast. We're back here on a Monday after first week of NFL playoffs. Fantasy playoffs.
Fantasy playoffs.
Fantasy playoffs.
I know I had a great time in my consolation brackets.
Dude, you beat Nick.
By 15, and I put up 95 points.
Nice.
Just in case you guys didn't know, I did so bad that the guy I had to play hasn't set his lineup in a month and a half.
Probably longer than
in
that.
a month. He had Tutu Atwell in his starting lineup.
He's got Tutu in there. He's got a lot of zeros.
He's got a lot of zeros. He's got Pat Mahomes, and he looked a little Mahomey. Looked a little Mahomey.
Yeah, Jamar Chase doesn't have Burrow anymore.
Jake Browning is
the GOAT.
A quarterback of all time.
Dude, that game on Saturday, Jake Browning.
That was a fire game.
Beating the Vikings. How cold? Did you see the video?
This is why you shouldn't fucking cut me.
How cold
That's
was that?
tough.
That was so
That was so tough.
Fuck Joey Burrow. Fuck Joey B.
Fuck. Maybe.
We got another JB in town.
Okay.
Okay.
I would not mind anyone on the. I would not mind either of them on the Giants. I don't know how I feel about the quarterback situation. Everything is just. Everything's just shit. Love DeVito. How could you not?
Dude, DeVito's great.
The New York, New Jersey personality is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great to fill seats. It's not great to win games.
That's true. Because where do you guys now? You guys sit pretty high now. 5
We.
wins.
Okay, if the Giants, I'm gonna stop saying we because I'm not wearing a headset on the fucking sideline. If the Giants won the game against the Jets, which they should have, I fucking can't. Like, I'm surprised I didn't murder Graham Gano myself. They should have beat the Bills. I'm not gonna blame it on the PI call, even though that should have been a call.
It was a defensive masterclass.
It was.
Did really well.
The Giants should have won the game way before that PI call. So that's 2 wins. Then they would have been, or were they 5-8 going into the game? They would have been 7-6.
Yeah. So what? They're 5-9 now. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They would have been 7-6 going into New Orleans, which
So what is that, like the?
that would have been. They would have been a playoff team.
Yeah.
And now they're not a playoff team.
Are they like the 7th pick right now?
I don't know what they are. They're probably around 10.
Bears.
I didn't check.
Bears have the 2 top 5 picks still. Patriots, Cardinals. I know the Commanders are in there now after yesterday's loss.
Patriots.
Like 4-9.
And the Patriots.
Patriots, Cardinals, and then the Giants now are
somewhere. I don't know.
I think it's still a top 10 pick. But
I don't even know what I would want them to pick. I probably want them to go receiver because the defense is fine.
Because at this point, you guys are out of like Caleb Williams territory.
I
Marvin Harrison.
don't think they
Even
should.
If you guys lost
I don't think they should draft a quarterback. I think
no.
Like it's kind of it's
Marvin Harrison.
Pointless.
I guess Keon Cole. FSU.
Yeah, or Neighbors. Neighbors would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they need a quarterback. They need an offensive line more than anything, but I don't think they should waste another first rounder on an offensive lineman because Andrew Thomas smacked Evan Neal, did not, and I don't want them to take that risk on another offensive lineman because first round linemen are like cream of the crop or bottom of the barrel.
Yep.
I would so much rather them get a receiver, maybe a tight end. I wouldn't mind a tight end.
Brock Bowers.
That would be pretty good.
That'd be huge.
That would be
Him and Darren, a healthy Darren Waller.
Be so nice. Even I really like Daniel Bellinger though. Oh, they don't have a bad team. They just have a bad O-line and a fucking Mike Kafka. Holy shit! Oh my god.
Yeah.
How like if I had $1 for every like 3rd and 15 screenplay I've seen this year from the Giants, I could buy the Giants and hire a new offensive coordinator myself.
Dude, fucking yesterday's game there was not much offense. 2 field goals. Saints kind of just ran
Big
away
Dick
with it a
Bullock.
little bit. I mean, listen, I will say Derek Carr just had he had a 3 touchdown game, which he like never has ever.
It was just not a great game for Giants football. It was.
So, for those of you watching right now, if me and Hank tend to get distracted for a little bit in our thought, we are currently watching the Monday night game, Eagles versus Seahawks. So, you'll be getting some live commentary as we go through this podcast.
I fucking hate the Eagles so much.
Yeah. So, you took the Seahawks money line, right?
Huh? Should I have? I didn't bet on the
Figured you
game.
might have
I'm
bet
so
betting.
cold. I'm trying to stay away from betting.
Yeah, I'm cold too. And we're supposed to be giving gambling advice.
I'm sorry. I'm getting fucking screamed at in sign
The
language.
producer, the Seahawks fan back there.
He's wearing a JSN jersey that's 3 sizes too big.
Yeah. He's also got fucking mad that Drew Lock is playing in the game right now.
Drew Lock is
About to lose, what, 5 straight?
fun fact that is irrelevant and you don't care about it. I have a Missouri Drew Lock jersey
Why?
because it's fucking sick. I love buying.
That's so wild.
Listen, I love. My friends will tell you this. I love buying just like random athlete jerseys. Like I have a David Fletcher jersey. I know you don't know who that is. David Fletcher is David Fletch goat. He's now on the Braves, so I'm gonna burn the jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a David Fletcher jersey. I have a Brandon Lau jersey. I have so many just like random jerseys. I have a Micah McFadden jersey.
Seriously?
Yes,
The GOAT?
for Christmas. Yes, the
I mean,
best
actually,
Micah in the
I
NFC
believe
East.
it, though.
What?
But yeah, best Micah in the NFC.
I had a Blake Martinez jersey. I had a Kadarius
Alright,
Toney jersey.
that's disgusting.
I threw it in a wildfire.
Yeah, you should burn that 100%.
I have a lot of random jerseys. I love random jerseys. I love my Drew Lock jersey.
I need a random jersey out there.
Everyone needs one.
I feel like a random, yeah.
I think they're the best jerseys.
But how random?
Kevin and I have
random?
matching Peyton Hillis jerseys. Shout out Kevin.
That's actually sick.
Shout out Kevin. He got an extra one and he gave it to me. So me
That's
and Kevin
actually-
both had Peyton Hillis
Shout out to
jerseys.
Kev. That's actually sick though. You know,
Wow.
man cover.
I have a Baylor RG3 jersey.
That's
fire.
Yeah, that's fire. I need some college jerseys. I really don't have any.
I had a Johnny Football jersey before he became a drug addict.
Johnny Football, poor guy.
Hell of a story though. Did
Yeah.
you watch the documentary?
I did not.
Did you watch the documentary? You probably did.
Some of that probably.
It was a great
did.
documentary.
Yeah,
It was great.
was it good?
It was.
I gotta watch the Swamps one, the Florida Gators.
I haven't watched that one.
That I'm interested in because I remember when we watched the Aaron Hernandez one a couple years ago in high school when they did the whole thing about him getting arrested and then killed himself. Well, not killed himself. I guess he killed himself.
Yeah.
Allegedly. We'll let that marinate.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we get into this weekend, I want to just thank everybody out there who's been subscribing and watching our videos over the last couple weeks. I know there was a bit of a hiatus. This man right here is going to be the next MLB superstar,
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
hopefully. But the reason he's been gone, he's been kicking ass right now in baseball. He's been getting shit done.
Thank
But
you.
I
appreciate it.
to everyone watching on YouTube, and then the TikToks have done great over the last couple
I
days.
saw.
Fucking Tommy Cutlets, the fucking legend.
How
your
could
man,
you not?
your guy.
My knight in shining
Your
armor.
knight in shining armor, Tommy
Yeah.
fucking Cutlets. So I appreciate everybody out there sharing the video, liking it, leaving your comments. I appreciate it. I'll fucking leave more comments. I'll fucking read them. We'll talk about it on the show if anyone's got anything that they want us to talk about.
Until Tommy Collins got fucking blown up.
Yeah, fucking dude. The Mafia's already sent a hit on whoever. I forgot who made the tackle, but
I don't know who made the tackle.
that Saints defender better fucking start counting his days. Start counting his lucky
He's
stars.
gonna start hearing random knocks at his door like 2 in the morning.
Fuck, kill
So-
the
it's
family,
over.
burn the fucking house down. It's over.
It's over.
It's done. But yeah, seriously, I appreciate it, and then let's keep this fucking thing rolling.
Alright.
Having a great time doing this.
So other tan my favorite team, let's get into the rest of the week.
Let's get into the rest of the week. And so I'm gonna start it off here with my team. We already got the Giants, but you know I don't get to celebrate often this year. It's been such a dumpster fire. I don't even want to talk about it. I'd rather watch fucking like badminton, high school badminton, than watch my Panthers play this year. And
Badminton's not necessarily a bad idea.
we gotta win. We gotta fucking win. Second of the year,
Who'd they play?
the Falcons.
That makes sense.
We beat a division opponent.
You beat Desmond Ritter.
Fuck them. They beat us early in the year. They beat us week 1.
I remember the Hayden Hurst.
But I know that there was memes going around Seats going for 45 cents on the dollar.
Actually?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
And then 15 minutes before kickoff, there was like 5 people in the stands. Raining Charlotte. And we fucking won, baby. On like a 87-play drive. 90 yards down the field.
87-play drive.
And we get a field goal to take the lead. And we win. Win the game. Congratulations, Carolina. Still don't have a first pick.
And congratulations, Atlanta, for winning the Justin Fields sweepstakes.
We got a fucking dub. But what I'm most happy about, though, is we pretty much eliminated Atlanta. They got like a 5% chance now of making the playoffs, which is nice. Unfortunately, fucking Tommy Cullitz couldn't get done against New Orleans.
I think the Falcons are going to get Justin Fields
next year. Saints even
more.
Whatever.
Nice. The Falcons are going to get Justin Fields next year.
Yeah?
So,
Really?
I think so.
I
don't think Justin Fields is not staying in Chicago.
Bears trade Fields. What do you think would be a respectable offer? What do you think he should really go for if he gets traded? Regardless of the team. What do you think he's worth right now?
You know, it would be a big help. Jesse Bates.
So like a first and Jesse Bates?
Probably.
Even though Jesse Bates just got traded or just signed with them?
I mean, they need a quarterback. Their defense is pretty solid. They still have Terrell.
Yeah.
Terrell would be a pretty nice addition.
Their defense has been really well. Like, I was struggling to pick the Bears or the Browns this weekend. It was a close game. The Bears had the lead for a while. Then
Joe Flacco
takes over in the fourth quarter.
Beast.
They've been doing well the last couple weeks. Their defense has been really stout. And Fields and DJ Moore, the connection we've been waiting for.
The Browns are a playoff team.
The Browns, fucking even David Njoku has been just killing it.
How fucking storybook would it be if Joe Flacco just came out of retirement and won a Super Bowl with the Browns?
That would be
gave them their first Super Bowl. It would be their first.
It would be it'd be their first
franchise Super Bowl,
yeah.
or first because I think they won before the Super Bowl era, so it would be their first Super Bowl.
Yeah, because they were winning I
think they won with Otto Graham,
the
long,
AFL.
Yeah, probably
or whatever it was. Jim Brown
that's like Otto Graham territory. I only know him because of Madden.
Otto Graham, Jim Brown. I think
Jim Brown was Super Bowl.
Stopped playing.
Jim Brown was Super Bowl era. I'm pretty sure.
Well, when was the first Super Bowl? Like 66?
You fucking think I know enough?
66, I think. I think he stopped playing right before that.
So they got no Super Bowls. They have a championship. They don't have Super Bowls. So Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Did they got a real shot this year? I mean, that defense speaks volumes. When they get Denzel Ward back. I wouldn't be surprised if they got a win on Wild Card Weekend.
I don't know. Well, the AFC is the only competent playoff race. In the NFC, there is nobody. There are 3 teams in the NFC. And it's the Eagles, the Niners, and the Cowboys. Those are the only 3 teams that have the possibility of getting to the Super Bowl. And I think the Niners are just going to waltz right into the Super Bowl. Because they beat the shit out of the Eagles. They beat the shit out of the Cowboys. And other than those 2 teams, there is not a team. Like the Lions. The Lions are not going to sniff the 49ers.
No, you could definitely make the argument that they would kill everybody again because they've been doing it. They beat the shit out of the Cowboys earlier in the year. Obviously, the Cowboys.
And when I say that, I mean the Niners are the clear, walk right into the Super Bowl. The only 2 teams that could compete are the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yeah, but I think that they realistically could knock them off too.
Who are the wild card teams? I know the Packers were one of them, but they just dropped 2 important games.
I think as it stands, the Rams. Are in it. And I think the Saints are because the Bucs are currently leading the division.
The Bucs are. So the Bucs are a playoff team right now.
Yeah, and the Saints. I think the Saints are the 7th seed right now.
And if you don't think the Niners are walking...
And then depending on what happens here, because if the Eagles win, they still stay at the 2nd seed because the Cowboys lost.
Well, the Eagles are in.
And when the Seahawks do lose, they'll be out of the playoff race completely. Because at 6 and 8, Saints and Rams pass them. And the Rams already swept the Seahawks.
What's the Rams record?
7-7.
Oh,
and
really?
they swept Seattle already.
Oh, yeah.
Sense. And then the fifth seed's either going to
be the Cowboys. I don't think anyone's touching the Niners at all. Oh, look, another tush push.
Another tush push for Hurts. Apparently he's got the flu.
The MVP candidate.
Not anymore.
Not even
unfortunately,
close.
'cause CMC is.
He.
So I know. So me and Kyle had this conversation, but I want to hear your take on it. So as of right
I hate
now,
that it's a quarterback award because McCaffrey deserves it.
So Brock is the favorite, but
Is he like statistically
he's
the
like
favorite?
the favorite.
That's
Like he's
horrible.
not even plus money anymore.
That's
he's
terrible.
minus money. Is it really that terrible?
Yes, it's that bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Brock Purdy's a bad. Like obviously he's not
McCaffrey is now ahead of Tyreek Hill for offensive player of the year.
because Tyreek didn't play last week. That fucked him over,
Mm-hmm.
and fucked me over. But that doesn't matter. Brock Purdy being the favorite is not good. Like he's a good quarterback.
His stats the last couple weeks are the best.
Did you see what Cam Newton said, that Brock Purdy is a game manager, not a difference maker?
Yeah.
That is probably the best. He said
I
that
knew
about a
you
couple
would
other
agree with
quarterbacks
that.
I didn't agree with,
Dak.
like Jared Goff. Like Jared Goff.
And there was one other.
It was. I think. Did he say Hurts?
No.
He didn't say Hurts.
Tua.
It was Tua.
Tua, Goff, Dak, and.
I
Purdy.
agree with Tua and Purdy. Goff sometimes, but Goff.
I mean, I can see that too because the Lions' offense is great. Amon Ra, they got the best running back.
But Jared
the
Goff's
best
good.
backfield in the league.
Jared Goff's a baller.
And Laporta has just been killing it.
And Dak's not a game manager. Dak is.
Well, the thing here with Dak is because so Dak's been in the league now for what? This is his 8th year in the league.
Well, who was your rookie? 2015. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So he's been in the league now for 8 years.
9 years.
When he started off the first couple of years, his stats were phenomenal. He was a great quarterback, on the fringe of being paid like top 3 quarterback money, pretty much, when they were signing that 40-year deal, right? Then 2020 comes around. He starts off insane. Like that was the year he got hurt.
Slowed down for a couple years.
I would say that was the year that he broke his leg.
Oh yeah.
But he came out in those first couple games like throwing like 400 yards, 4 touchdowns again, like leading every quarterback stats by far. Thanks, good one. But it wasn't even close. Like, and he was even out. And when he broke his leg, and so like weeks after that, like no quarterback was even coming close to him. Right? He was probably gonna win the MVP that year because of just the stats. And the Cowboys were undefeated at that point. Breaks his leg. Right? 2021, not that great. 2022, meh, whatever. He has been like a game manager. His stats haven't he's really only had like 2 seasons where it's been like off the chart numbers. And then he's already had that contract. Now they're looking to extend him because he's been dominating so far this year. Obviously, the teams that he's been playing this year, not really anything special.
I don't know how,
beats the Eagles a second time, okay, at home. Gets absolutely destroyed by Seattle. They lose to the Arizona on the road. They just got destroyed.
They beat Seattle.
By Arizona, my bad.
Okay.
I said Seattle, my bad. They lose to Arizona on the road, a bottom 3 team in the league.
That was week 2 though.
They get clobbered on the road in Buffalo. And who did they beat? They beat Carolina. Whoop-de-doo. They beat the Giants twice. Whoop-de-doo. They beat the Jets. Congratulations. You know, like anybody could be really throwing that kind of yardage and touchdown.
Yeah, it's really like the thing for me is like now, like, cause I was actually, I don't like the Cowboys at all, obviously, because I'm a Giants fan. But I was really starting to like accept that they were a really good team, and then Dak was actually playing at an MVP level.
Mm-hmm.
And then you finally play like a competitive team, and you get 20 balled.
Yep.
Like,
and they have
I don't know.
well.
That's like, to me, that's just like he's like him and Tua are like right here. It's just like beat up on the bad teams. You play a competent team, and then it's.
Yeah, obviously, you got to beat the guys that's on your schedule. But like,
I've actually I'm gonna take that back. Tua is different. Tua is throwing to Tua has like the 4 fastest players in the NFL on his team. He doesn't. All he needs to do is.
And Mostert's got 20 touchdowns on the year. He's tied with McCaffrey for the lead. They both got 20 touchdowns total.
Raheem Mostert's been on 8 NFL teams.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's found his home in Miami with
Mike
the amount of touchdowns
Mike
he's scored this year.
McDaniels.
But with the Cowboys, they lose they haven't been doing well on the road. And they go on if Dak went into Buffalo yesterday and just fathered Josh Allen, right? They go in there and they drop like 30 points and just beat Buffalo, right? Take out an AFC team that's trying to come up right now and win their division as well and get the 1, 2, or 3 seed in the AFC. They win on the road in a tough place in Buffalo this late in the season. Dak continues throwing 350, maybe 3 touchdowns, gets a rushing touchdown, right? I could 100% I could 100% be on the train with that because you beat a very good team on the road in their place, deep in the playoff race right now. I would have had no argument for that. But now, with this loss, he's now out of the MVP conversation.
It depends on how he finishes this season.
The division is pretty much
because they
gone.
play the Dolphins next week.
They do play the Dolphins. The division is really gone.
The battle of the game managers.
The battle of the game managers next week, yeah. And then the division is really gone because if Philly has the Giants and the Cardinals coming up, if Philly wins out, they automatically get the division.
I would so sacrifice a draft pick to see DeVito torch the Eagles next week. That's what I want for Christmas.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants somehow snag one, but
That's just one. They could lose the last game of the year by 58. I don't care. If they win next week, I want that to be my Christmas gift.
If they do win, I mean, then the Cowboys would have a chance at the 2 seed.
I don't even care about that. I just don't want to see the Eagles win
gone.
ever again.
They have no chance at the 1 seed, and Dak's MVP I think is gone because I think it's going to go to either Brock Purdy or McCaffrey at this point.
If
Because I can't think of another quarterback that's playing at that level.
Brock should have won MVP because of his story, which I think is...
I mean, listen, I know that his team is great and the Niners have just been winning games, but dude, I he's putting up numbers these last couple weeks. I mean, the last couple weeks off the bye, 296-3, 333-3, 209-1, 314-4, 368-2, and 242-4. He's throwing.
Was the 4 against the Eagles, right?
4 against the Eagles, and 4 against the Cardinals.
Did you see that game at all?
It dominated. Did
he dominate, or did all of his run after catch receivers dominate? Because Debo took 2 screens to the end zone.
Yeah.
And one was one was like a 60-yard touchdown.
Then again, the Eagles' that's one of the reasons why they've been struggling as of late, because their defense has been giving up a gazillion points.
Not even all that, just you're saying that he threw for 360 and 4 touchdowns when they were just not
his numbers are just insane.
They're inflated.
But
if it's so hard, dude, Debo, I've been saying this for a very long time, that Debo is one of the best playmakers in the entire league.
Yeah, and he just woke up. And decided to start playing the last couple weeks.
Debo's a stud, and that's what Debo Samuel can do. Debo Samuel can consistently take these 3-yard passes and turn them into 20, 30 yards, which don't only go for him, they go for Brock Purdy. Mm-hmm. So Debo makes a great play and scores a 48-yard touchdown.
He's not even in the top 10 in yak yards, though, Purdy.
What?
He's not even top 10 in yak yards for a
The ball he threw last week, the back shoulder to Debo, that was a good ball. That was very good.
Well, he's been throwing good balls because
he has.
Ayuk. I mean, he makes great catches, but he's wide open. I mean,
I don't think you could have Brock Purdy in the MVP category without conscious thought of Debo, Ayuk, McCaffrey, Kittle.
Well, that's why
Trent Williams even.
Because even if McCaffrey wasn't having this insane,
you can't have Brock Purdy in the MVP conversation without fucking Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I mean the scheme is insane.
If Purdy wins MVP, Shanahan should get the trophy.
But I think that if McCaffrey even didn't have these kind of numbers, I still think the Niners are just as dominant, and I think Purdy's numbers are still the same.
So if McCaffrey didn't have those numbers, but they still had McCaffrey,
because McCaffrey's just,
or they didn't have McCaffrey at all.
If they didn't have McCaffrey at all, so who's the running back then? Just Elijah Mitchell, their backup,
who's pretty good.
Yeah. He's all right. I think that they might have maybe another loss on their schedule. The whole season would just be different because McCaffrey's just that dominant of a player. And listen, I'm not disagreeing with you because McCaffrey should be the
MVP.
Sure.
If he doesn't win MVP, he should at least get Offensive Player of the Year.
Well, he's currently the favorite with that due to Tyreek missing. But it's a little unfair when I saw the numbers being compared because McCaffrey has touched the ball a stupid amount of times this year, like not even close to Tyreek Hill because he's a running back.
It's like the thing.
But I hate that people use that argument. It's like Tyreek Hill can't touch the ball that much compared to McCaffrey.
You can't I mean, you gotta also know the situation. Like McCaffrey's, dare I say, the best playmaker in the league.
Yeah.
I would say now, right?
He does both.
What?
Because he's been doing both since he got in the league. So
No, I don't want people coming after me like, oh, Tyreek Hill's faster. It's like.
No, as far as playmaking goes, McCaffrey
does so much more for the Niners than Tyreek does.
He can run it, and catch it, and throw it.
He can. He can indeed throw
McCaffrey's
it. I wouldn't be surprised if he
knife.
banged a 45-yard field goal next week.
I wouldn't even. Dude, playing cornerback next week.
He'd probably get a pick.
Yeah.
Or 3 pass breakups.
He's doing very well.
Yeah, it's really hard to not feed someone like McCaffrey. It's like the Giants with Saquon. It's like when you have someone like Saquon on that offense compared to the rest of the offense, it's hard to not give him the ball every chance you get.
Well, it's hard to not give the ball to your best player. I mean, that's why they traded what they traded to get him last year. At the trade deadline, they trade away a second, a third, a fourth, and a fifth for a running back.
If you're using McCaffrey gets the ball too much as an argument, first of all, you're probably not smart.
Yeah. I don't
there's a reason he gets the ball 30, 40 times a game.
30 times a game. Rushes you can run the ball 20 times or 24 times. He's getting 6 catches.
There's a reason for that.
He's getting 160 total yards in a game.
The best at it.
Yeah. But I think that's just a little unfair. I'm just saying it's a little unfair to use that argument against Tyreek Hill.
It's a stupid argument.
Tyreek Hill can't catch. He
Tyreek Hill also a lot of games has 8 to 12 receptions a game with 100 some.
That's not even close to like McCaffrey who gets the ball 30 times. You know.
I mean, but I would say, do you think receiving yards are harder to get than rushing yards?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. So, then...
No, rushing yards are easier to get.
You think rushing yards are easier to get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have a line, you have people blocking for you. You're on an island by yourself.
So the yards is probably the only argument then when it comes to that. But now that Tyreek Hill didn't play, there's no argument.
It would just be tough. I don't know if he's going to get 2K anymore.
He's
after
not.
This loss. I mean,
he would need to... Hold on, let me...
Because they're playing Dallas, Baltimore, and Buffalo the next 3 weeks. No one on Dallas
is covering Tyreek Hill.
But for people to not...
I like Deron Bland. I do. I think Deron Bland has a very solid case to be DB1 on that team. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he can cover Tyreek. He hasn't really...
Dude, you could put fucking... I'm not going to go as far as Dion, because I actually think Dion would probably do very well against Tyreek.
Dion's probably the only one that would hold Tyreek Hill.
Besides him. Anybody else? I don't give a shit who you're playing. I don't care. Give me 2019 Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore on Tyreek. It doesn't matter.
I can't find how many yards Tyreek Hill has.
I think when he left off, it was like 15-something. But they're not going to show that there. Yeah, it's like 15-something, but...
Tyreek Hill has 1,500 yards. 1,542 to be exact.
Yeah. He's got 12 touchdowns,
and he has 4 games left.
Yeah.
That's...
No, 3 games left.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, he didn't play against us. Yeah, so 3 games left. That's...
Home against Dallas.
Almost 200 yards a game.
But it's still doable.
It's going
to be
Dallas,
tough.
Baltimore, Buffalo.
He's not getting it in the 16 that Calvin got it in. That's out now because he missed the game. But if he just really went nuclear.
Dallas, Baltimore.
I'm not going to rule it out.
Buffalo.
And they are home for 2 of those games.
That is...
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Because we were, when me and
He's got to get 200 plus in one of those games. Yeah. That's the only way.
Yeah, because he was damn near close in Washington, but he only caught the ball like 5 times. And then it was taken out for the whole second half. He put up 2 touchdowns in the first. But when me and Kyle were talking about this, he was on the McCaffrey side, I was on the Hill side. But then Tyreek Hill doesn't play, and then McCaffrey again scores 3 touchdowns, and now he's got 20 on the year, and I'm happy for him. This is great. He's scoring a stupid amount of touchdowns. He's got like 1,800 total yards on the year. He's almost at 2,000 scrimmage yards. He's leading the league in rushing. I mean, I don't know how you argue against it.
The only way it becomes an argument is if Tyreek Hill absolutely, which I think he could, because Tyreek Hill usually does that. Like if he has something to prove, he'll prove it.
Mm-hmm.
So if Tyreek Hill can somehow manage to get multiple 200-yard games,
Even that's a feat in itself. He's only put up 200
once, and it was week 1.
It was week 1, and now he has to do that
against
the next 3 weeks.
Against 3 of top 10 defenses, arguably.
If he does it, would you give him?
I think if Tyreek Hill could get, he would need 460 receiving yards in 3 weeks.
Yep.
If he could do that against the Cowboys, the Ravens, and the Bills, I don't think there is any way you can possibly put, like...
Even with McCaffrey.
You got to give him something.
You have to.
You got to give him something.
But, dude, man. It would just be a shame to, like...
Because think about it. McCaffrey right now
Would you be mad if they did, like,
No.
winners for this?
Well, I don't really give a fuck. It's no one on the Giants is ever gonna win anything.
That's true.
So
it would just be like two like, because what if McCaffrey scores like another like 8 times, and like puts up another 600 combined yards in the next 3 weeks? You know, he'll be at like 22, to be at to like 23
if they both
scrimmage yards and 28 touchdowns.
If they both go off the next 3 weeks, then McCaffrey's gonna win it because he's already ahead of Tyreek. He's already ahead of Tyreek.
That's what I was saying with Tyreek's argument. Like, he has the touchdowns that Calvin never
Tyreek
had.
Hill would need to chill out, and not Tyreek Hill. McCaffrey would need to chill out, and Tyreek would need to go ballistic.
Well, McCaffrey has.
Because think about it, if he were to get 460 yards in the next 3 games, he's obviously scoring healthy, like 5-6 touchdowns, I would say.
Tyreek.
Yeah.
That would put him at 18 on the year.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm saying. Like
that's
the
really
odds of
like
it's like 99-1 right now. Like we're talking about the 1% Tyreek Hill has to pass McCaffrey.
You think it's a 1% chance?
I think it's not much higher.
I still think it's like close, because what if McCaffrey? Because McCaffrey plays the Ravens this week.
Tyreek Hill needs 460 yards against 3 top 10 defenses.
Well, I was saying, what if McCaffrey?
Are the Bills a top 10 defense? I don't.
As of late, I would
from
say
what I remember, they were.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know the Cowboys are. I know the Ravens are.
No, as of the last couple of weeks, they have. They pretty much shut out the Jets. They held the Chiefs in check, and they held the Cowboys to 10 points. 100%.
Okay, so.
But let's just say like McCaffrey doesn't score next week, or has not a great game, right? And then Tyreek Hill goes for 200, like 200.
But like that's what I'm saying. It's just like, what are the odds of McCaffrey having a bad? What are the odds of McCaffrey being held to almost nothing, and then Tyreek Hill absolutely?
But even if like McCaffrey just has like a mediocre game, and like Tyreek Hill goes nuclear, 202, I think it's right back up. I think it's right back
but like that's the thing. It's like McCaffrey's got to hit a wall, and Tyreek Hill has to.
This missed game is gonna
insane.
Hurt.
What?
This missed game is gonna hurt his case.
Yeah.
It just is. It's.
But like that's what I'm saying. It's like he has a chance, and I'm not gonna put it past him. But the odds are not.
I know. I'm trying to pound the table for both of them because they're really having 2 great seasons.
They're having great seasons. I don't think I hate the MVP as a quarterback award because there's not one quarterback in the NFL right now that I think deserves MVP.
I think that all right. So McCaffrey should win MVP, and Tyreek should win Offensive Player of the Year. No quarterbacks. Fuck them. It's just a down year.
I don't think I'm not impressed with really any quarterbacks. I know Dak was playing well. I don't think Dak should be an MVP because he can't beat a good team.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's got to be in Miami.
He beat the Eagles. I'll give him the fucking Eagles.
And Miami can't beat good teams. And
Miami can't beat good teams.
And Dallas can't beat anybody on the road.
Brock Purdy only is winning games because he is playing with the NFC Pro Bowl team.
Dak can't win on the road.
Dude, Brock Purdy is playing with the Canton Grades for Madden 25. And, like, you want to call him a fucking MVP?
Yeah.
Like, McCaffrey deserves it over him.
I would give it to Shanahan before Purdy. Debo, honestly, like the last couple weeks, like could make a case compared to Purdy. Even though I said Debo.
Debo? No. He's nowhere near that season. He just started playing football in the last couple weeks.
And he just started giving Purdy a shit ton of yards and touchdowns in the last couple of weeks.
Purdy had that already.
Purdy wasn't a favorite until Debo started playing like Debo.
No. He wasn't a favorite.
My point.
He was top 5.
He was a false top 5, and now he's a false favorite because of Debo.
Let's see.
Listen,
I mean,
because like he's only been a favorite since Debo started taking all these screens and breaking all these fucking plays.
well, he had 3 pass touchdowns against Jacksonville.
Ayuk also.
Debo had a rushing touchdown. He had 3 pass touchdowns against Tampa, and Debo didn't score.
How many yards did he have?
Who?
Debo.
Let's see. Debo against Jacksonville, 30 receiving yards, and he had a rushing touchdown. And then against Tampa, nothing. Seattle, another rushing touchdown. And then, Philly, Seattle, and Arizona. The last 3 weeks is really what Debo has been doing.
And the last 3 weeks is when he became a favorite.
Yeah, but I think he would have got there anyway.
He wouldn't have been the favorite without Debo doing that.
Debo got loose.
Let me see.
Yeah. Debo got loose against Philly. That's 1 game.
So Debo got loose against Philly.
Twice. Sure.
Yeah, and he also got loose against Seattle. And then the 2 touchdowns. The one touchdown against Arizona. I didn't see the other one, but I know the back shoulder ball was a good catch. It was a good ball. I mean,
I know he caught 2 touchdowns.
But like look at that right there.
Yesterday.
Those 3 weeks are the 3 weeks Brock Purdy's been talking about the favorite for MVP.
Yeah. Well, when you have a healthy Debo,
who's taking
nice,
screens
throw to.
60 yards.
yeah, it's like Tua with Tyreek.
Yeah. So if Debo houses 2 60-yard screens, that's not 120 yards
Yeah, but
and
he
2
did-
touchdowns
he
for
only
Brock
did that-
Purdy.
He only did that against Philly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't do that against Seattle. He didn't do that against Arizona.
He didn't catch one screen against Seattle and break it for 30 yards.
No, he caught a lot. He got a lot more balls this time. He was 7.
And
for
not one of them
149.
he racked for more than 20.
I
not saying-
I don't remember what
I'm
the,
not
what
saying-
the yardage on that score was.
I'm not saying that he's cribbing every screen he takes, but like you also like he's very elusive and he breaks a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
So he could catch a
He's
screen
also a great
and he could
offensive
run for
scheme.
15 yards and he could do that 4 times.
It's also not just Purdy and Debo and McCaffrey. Shanahan draws up great plays. Like McCaffrey and Debo were wide open yesterday, but that could have been anybody because the scheme
They
was
played
also
a
phenomenal.
really good defense too.
Yeah, phenomenal.
They played a really good defense.
They were wide open, which could have been anybody. Like you could have put like the backup tight end behind Kittle, and they would have still been wide open.
Yeah, anybody can have the playmaking ability. Is Ayuk, who's one of the best route runners in the league,
Mhm.
Debo, who's one of the best playmakers in the league, McCaffrey, who's the best playmaker in the league,
Yeah.
and then George
Well, we
Kittle,
already know about McCaffrey.
and then George Kittle, who's one of the
This
best.
is a whole separate argument now, because now if you put Brandon Ayuk, Debo, and Kittle on other teams without Shanahan, are they who they are?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't
think.
think
Well,
so.
I think Shanahan.
I don't think Debo is.
I think Shanahan's a good coach. What do you mean?
I don't think Debo is because Shanahan has clearly clearly had
Shanahan's the only one who utilizes
exactly
Debo's
utilizes
playmaking
the,
ability.
the playmaking of rushing and receiving.
So he's utilizing Debo as a playmaker, which he could definitely be utilized somewhere else. Shanahan just knows how
Not
to
to
do
this
it.
level.
What?
Not to this level.
I mean,
don't see it.
but then again, you're also Shanahan is making Debo a better playmaker, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what does that make Purdy?
Yeah, but that's why we're arguing McCaffrey for the MVP.
Yeah, I know, and like that's why I'm just saying, like Brock being a fucking the favorite is so dumb. Like he's not. It's so stupid. I'm not like.
It's a quarterback
Like I'm not
award.
saying Brock
'Cause
is
it's
a
a
bad
it's a
quarterback because he's
quarterback
not. He's
award.
not a bad quarterback. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but he's not an MVP.
'Cause
Like,
it's
there's so many fucking like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
If Kirk didn't tear his ACL, Kirk tore his ACL and led the league in passing for 2 weeks after. Like that is a quarterback that.
Well, they didn't have many. They were like 1-4.
What?
I know they were 1-4,
didn't have a
but
good
that's not
record.
his fault. The defense is horrible.
Well, the defense is why they're winning now.
Now.
They're doing great.
But when Kirk was the quarterback, they were not a very good defense.
Yeah.
And Alexander Madison does like holding onto the football.
Mm-hmm.
It's his favorite pastime.
Favorite pass.
Yeah, but Kirk.
Not playing. Or
Speaking of, I don't think Kirk's resigning either.
Yeah, where do you think he goes now? With the
Get ready
injury?
for this. I
the
think Kirk
injury
goes to
now.
the Steelers. I think he should.
The Steelers.
I think if Kirk were to go to the Steelers, because it's without a doubt that the Steelers are a pretty solid team,
Mm-hmm.
and especially behind Mike Tomlin.
They definitely need to fix their quarterback situation.
They have the worst quarterback room in the NFL. Like, Kenny Pickett, horrible. Mitch Trubisky, fucking, I bet I could throw a football over those fucking mountains on 4th and 2. Fuck, like, what the
I
fuck?
fucking love that meme. It's so
I
good.
bet I could throw a football over those fucking mountains and take my fucking playoff team to a 1-3 record.
I want DK to score right now.
Oh, a 4th and 4 in the Seahawks game. Let's see Drew Lock, and he doesn't call hike, and they're gonna get a field goal.
I'll take the field goal too. That's fine.
You will?
I'll take the field goal. Yeah, because I took Jason Myers.
Shut up.
For 2 field goals. So if they get the one, maybe they'll get the second one. But we still need DK to score. And I don't know how DeAndre's.
We need Horse
We're
Cocklock.
gonna live track this bet right now, real quick. We'll take a quick pause and see how we're doing. But yes, continue
So-
on your Kirk.
Kirk. I mean, the Steelers' O-line isn't great.
Mhm.
I think someone like Kirk, who is a very good pocket passer, especially with Deontay Johnson, Freiermuth, the playmaking ability of George Pickens, because George Pickens is not being utilized at all. So they need to get a quarterback in there that can utilize him.
Yeah, but why would he want to leave Minnesota?
What?
You're gonna leave Justin Jefferson, Jordan.
I think the
Addison,
Steelers would give him more money.
Hawkinson? It's a great offense.
They don't win. I know it's a great offense, but they don't.
It's just a slow start. They're doing fine right now.
I
They're in
mean,
the
would you rather
playoffs
be
right now.
coached by who's the coach for Minnesota?
Kevin O'Connell.
Would you rather be coached by O'Connell or Mike Tomlin?
O'Connell. If I'm playing offense, O'Connell. Because Mike Tomlin, I think the defense is not the problem.
Mike Tomlin is a winner.
Yeah, but I'm going to just have a great season with O'Connell. He's a great offensive-minded coach.
I mean, but
Justin Jefferson had 1,800 yards last year.
I don't know. I mean,
The Vikings...
if he wants to do better for his personal stats, he should stay in Minnesota. But if he wants to win, he should go to Pittsburgh.
I don't think he'll win there.
I think he has a better chance.
How? It's a better offense in Minnesota.
It's a better
and the defense is playing better than the Steelers right now.
Oh, that's just because the fucking Steelers are just.
No, Vikings are literally a top 10 defense right
I know, and the Steelers are falling apart. The Steelers were a top 10 defense before they fired Matt Canada.
No, Vikings are like... I
The
don't know what
Steelers
the
were
fuck
better
happened.
with Matt Canada.
The Vikings
statistically
were like the worst defense last year. They sucked the first half of the year. Now they're a top 10 defense. I mean, they
Now they
fucking
are.
held
They
the Raiders
weren't.
to 3 points.
What?
I know they just lost to the Bengals, but I mean, they still put up a great game.
They did play a good game, but they were in the top 10 defense to start the year. They're just now playing. They're now
over the last
playing
5 or
very
6
good
weeks,
defense.
pretty much since Kirk got hurt, they've been a top 10 defense.
Yeah, and Jake Browning.
That's also why, because
Jake Browning is now part-time owner of the Minnesota Vikings.
He is. Yes.
That touchdown by T. Higgins was fucking filthy.
That was insane.
That was disgusting.
Such a fucking sick catch.
Yeah, he's a small human.
Even Jefferson was like, bruh.
Yeah, you can't stop that. How
do you stop the catch?
The catch, lean over, and staying on his feet,
And it's still just
there's a
barely
200-pound man just like beating the shit out of you, and you're just standing up.
yoinked.
I mean, the only thing I could say is that I probably would have picked it off, but
Yeah.
other than that, like, nah. For someone like that guy on the Vikings, like, yeah, he did well.
Yeah. Let's segue into I mean, we already talked about the Cowboys, but we can. I want to go more into depth on this one though. The Cowboys, they lose on the road. Josh Allen.
You want to go in depth with me about the Cowboys?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you have a lot to say.
If you're a Cowboys fan, I would just skip until the next segment.
Skip to the next segment.
I will not say one nice thing.
All right, so I'll take the Bills side of this, and then you can rip apart the Cowboys in a minute.
You're gonna rip apart the Bills?
No, I'm gonna give them their flowers for a sec, and then you can rip apart the Cowboys. If you want. Yeah.
Let's go.
Josh Allen didn't have much, but he didn't turn the ball over. which
For
is great.
once,
James Cook
he looks great in shorts.
did phenomenal. 179 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. One through
I
the
had
air,
him in
one on the ground.
I had him in fantasy playoffs.
He
James Cook, if
carried
you're
the
watching
Bills'
this,
offense.
I will give you a kiss if you ask.
And the Bills' defense held the Cowboys to 10 points. Dak looked like shit. He threw a pick. No touchdowns through the air. CeeDee Lamb had that end around late in the game.
I fixed it.
Field goal. But the Bills at home, they're heating up now. That's it. They beat the shit out of the Jets. They went on the bye, come back.
I never had my doubts against the Bills.
Then they held the Chiefs to 17
I'm
points
also
with that whole
I'm a
fiasco.
very defensive Josh Allen fan. So I don't think I think people calling him overrated was a bit much. Like he
you
threw
know how the media is. They're quick.
well, obviously.
Well, look at what's going on with the Cowboys right now. People are just like off Dak completely.
I was never on Dak.
Yeah.
Pause.
You were never on Dak. Pause. Resume.
Pause. Resume.
Resume.
But
But a lot of people were.
like that's just the recency. CeeDee Lamb is also a stud.
He also got in the end zone.
Huh?
He was nice. He got in the end zone. By
Hey,
himself.
he always
A
does.
little end around.
There you go. Yeah, but Josh Allen threw a lot of picks that were not his fault. He threw a lot of picks that were his fault. It was a bit. It's kind of like what Mahomes is doing right now because Mahomes is playing like shit. So but Mahomes is throwing a lot of picks that aren't his fault, and then he's throwing some that are his fault.
Yeah. He's just doing enough to freaking win.
He's just trying to win.
Yeah.
And then bitch and moan.
Because the Chiefs' defense has been lights out all year.
I still can't believe he walked up to Josh Allen and said that.
Yeah.
He's
so insane.
that was so
insane.
that was such a bad look. Like you're a fucking pussy for doing that.
That's exactly what I said.
Like
You're a fucking pussy.
like
You're the face of our league, and you're doing that?
there's no respect.
What do you want him to do? What do you want Josh Allen to do?
What do you want Josh Allen to do? Just be like,
What do you want him to do?
like I'm sorry, I'll give you the touchdown.
Yeah, oh, dude. That was a bad call, man. I totally agree.
There's a TikTok I found that went viral. It's just like, we are going to pick up the flag because that was cool as fuck.
That was a sick fucking play,
like
man.
that's what Mahomes wanted.
But it's just like.
And did you see the
insane.
breakdown? He was offsides like 6 times the game that wasn't called.
Yep. He was offsides.
Yeah, but nah, bitching about that, especially his wife. What's her name?
Yeah,
Brittany.
shut up.
I fucking hate you.
Just shut the fuck up.
I hate Brittany.
Enough
Most
of you.
unlikable woman ever, in my opinion.
And we have Taylor Swift to talk.
Hey,
to deal with.
she makes good music. I don't like the fans. The fans piss me
the
off.
fans are
Taylor
crazy.
Swift, you're cool.
The Swifties, man.
Taylor Swift, you're cool.
I
But
just think
Brittany,
it's wild,
fuck
though.
you.
Like, you're the-
I hate you. I don't fucking like you.
Tell me how you really feel.
I just did.
All right.
I just fucking.
I just think it's insane. Like that's like you're the face
I
of
don't
our
like Mahomes
league,
too.
and you're going out on the field. So Josh Allen has been criticized all year.
Josh,
Turnover machine,
Yeah.
losing. Just wanted to get out of there with a win, and you just tell him that he's like, yeah, man.
but like,
congratulations."
imagine Josh Allen did that like in the overtime loss. He went up to Mahomes. He's like, "You're fucking lucky I didn't get the ball."
Yeah.
Like it would make him look
Exactly.
like shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I know-
You're
and-
lucky I didn't even get the
Like
touch
you're
the
lucky I
ball.
didn't get the ball. Like yeah, he was just like, "All right, fuck, that sucks. Good game."
Yep.
Like.
Yeah.
And then you got the ball in a regular season game
Yeah, it's
when
regular season. It's not even a playoff game.
and you're already in the playoffs.
Like you're literally coming back to play another.
And the
4
Bills needed that
games.
win to make the playoffs, and you're probably gonna play them in the playoffs.
Yeah. Josh Allen's been having his own problems this whole season. I don't think he needs to hear that
No.
you're complaining about it.
Mahomes,
Tall
that was
year.
a fucking terrible look for Mahomes.
It was not good.
It was a good look for Kelsey though. Kelsey went about it the right way.
Yeah.
How could you not love Travis Kelsey though?
Yeah.
Glazing.
He's been doing a lot of just like the sad sop the last couple weeks as they've been losing.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Not necessarily his fault. Fully.
no. Mahomes has not been playing well.
Rasheed Rice. Has been
I like
doing
Mahomes. Like it's a little Mahomey.
Yeah, a little bit.
That should. Nah, that was a terrible look. You look like a crybaby bitch.
But I'm happy for it because I think the glazing has gone too far with Mahomes.
With Mahomes?
So
Yeah.
I'm glad we had a little back to earth, back to reality.
Nah, he just looked like
Let's calm
just
down.
like a little wimp. It was
He did look like a little bitch.
just like you're a professional athlete. You have the second highest paid contract in all of sports. Like, fucking accept the penalty.
Saying, like, not even Brady.
Accept the penalty. You think Ohtani was bitching like when he would give up 5 runs in a start or fucking go 0 for 4 because the ump made a bad call? Like, no, it's a baseball. Like, it happens. Like, shut up. It's terrible.
It's wild.
And it wasn't even a bad call. Like, he was offsides.
It's so LeBron-esque because LeBron has complained about the calls like that on the
Nah, I
court
don't even care
after
about
that.
LeBron. You can't.
Like, not even like Brady did that, all those years. Like, obviously the Patriots.
Brady was a fucking
dominant.
animal.
He would just like sometimes not even go out on the field and shake the opponent's hand, but not even he would go up there and be like, "Yo, that call like lost us the game, man.
No.
Like that sucks."
Brady took shit personally. Brady wasn't. Brady was a little bit of a crybaby.
Exactly. Just suck it up. Tell Josh Allen, good game. We'll see you down the road, and just go dominate the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, don't
Stop sucking and go fucking be good.
Exactly.
Right? Tell Kadarius Toney to stop being a bitch and butterfingers. Go out there, catch the fucking ball. Stop giving it to the secondary, and go win some football games. Right? You got Rashee Rice, who's been insane the last couple weeks. He really has come into his own.
Huge Rashee Rice fan.
Been coming into his own. Travis Kelce, what is going on? Figure it out. He has not been putting up the numbers that Travis Kelce has been in the last couple of years.
Mahomes is also not playing like Mahomes at all.
Your defense is top 5. It's been all year. What are we doing?
Fantastic defense.
Fix the offense. Figure it out.
Huge Nick Bolton stan I am.
Yeah.
Love Nick
Trent
Bolton.
McDuffie, Ladarius Sneed, lockdown corners. Been locking up everybody. And then we got this fiasco on the offense. I've never seen
worst
this before.
fucking call I've ever seen.
Pussy.
Fuck you.
Figure it the fuck out.
And fucking Brittany again with the fucking video of the ref
Fuck
MVP.
Brittany.
I don't like you. And I don't think Patrick does either.
No, I really don't think he does.
I don't think
I don't even
so.
think he likes his own wife.
I don't. Don't they have a kid?
Yeah. I got 2 kids.
That sucks for
How
you,
insane is
Patrick.
that?
That fucking
Pat,
sucks.
we're gonna start a GoFundMe to get you out of this situation,
Bro,
right?
like, you'll be fine.
It's called the Stop Being a Pussy Fund.
It's called the Wambulance.
It's called the Wambulance. It's called my homeboy's a bitch.
The refs gave me 5 wins this year, and I can't beat a team because my player was offsides.
Fuck them. It's fucking insane. It's insane. I hope they have the first round.
Zach Wilson deserves a win over the Chiefs.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And you're going to bitch over that? You should have lost to Zach Wilson. Fuck you.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You're really, yeah. Exactly. You got fucking locked out. They locked out
There's another,
with that PI.
there's another game. Yeah, that Sauce Gardner PI. Ugh. And I think Sauce Gardner holds a lot that doesn't get called.
Yeah, and they decided to call it.
And they just,
when the Chiefs
That
are
wasn't
in
even a
town.
hold.
When the Chiefs are in town, got another interception.
It's because Taylor Swift was in the box.
Yep. That's exactly why.
It's because Sexy Red was at the game.
Now, I know that there was when they played the Packers, and they lost to the Packers.
Oh.
The Chiefs.
Oh.
And they had the call with MVS. And there was a PI that didn't get called, which I don't know what was. I don't know.
You think he was going to catch the ball?
Exactly. It doesn't matter. It was blatant PI. That was straight up PI.
Yeah.
On that call. I don't care.
I think the refs didn't call it because they knew he would have just dropped the ball anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, he dropped it against Philly. I don't care if he was going to catch it or not. He fucking tackled him. That's blatant PI. That wasn't called. That he also complained about.
Well, if you don't want to be in that situation, score more points.
Yeah, exactly. I get the complaining on that one, sure. Not that you should be complaining at all, because you get the most calls in the league.
Absolutely.
Unless we can go back to the Super Bowl last year on the holding call on Bradbury.
I think that was a hold.
But still, that call won you the Super Bowl because the Eagles never really got a chance to get back on the field after that.
Oh, fuck the Eagles.
It came down to a flag.
I don't like the
It was good defense. Came
Great
down to a
defense.
little flag. And so I don't think he shouldn't be talking at all about the refs and the flags and stuff like that. They're humans. They're trying to figure it out. We all hate how the refs do things. We hate the officiating. It sucks.
Whining. I like it.
You like it?
I said I don't like it.
Oh, you don't? No one likes
That horrible look.
Yeah. No,
as a professional
that's it.
athlete. I'm not a professional athlete.
But
I'm not. But I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bitch and moan over a bad call.
No.
Even though it was.
shouldn't.
I say that like it was a bad call. It wasn't.
Just be a human being.
Just be like, shit happens.
How about you act like you're not like you're,
How about
you're making
how
millions
about
of dollars?
This? How about this?
Win.
Score more points.
Score more points.
Guess what? Then and that wouldn't have
How
mattered.
about let's act like you're the face of the league. You're making the most money. You're making millions of dollars. You're doing what you love.
500
and shut the fuck up. Bitch ass flag.
You make $540 million, and you can
Right.
complain that the refs
You've been
didn't.
in the league now for like 6-7 years.
And you're gonna complain
two
that the
Super
refs didn't
Bowls.
give you a play because it was cool.
And we're complaining about one little fucking play in a regular season.
Yeah, the
game.
play was cool. Okay, it was awesome.
It was
great.
Really sick.
But
Great pass by Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but when Kadarius Toney looks like a safety on the fucking play alignment, you're gonna.
When Kadarius Toney
When you think
is
Kadarius
is
Toney,
man-to-man
when
on
it looks
the
like Kadarius
quarterback.
Toney is coming off the edge.
You know, I'm really happy that you're back now.
Really?
Yeah, I missed you. You've been gone a little bit.
I've been working.
How's life going?
It's all right. Oh, this one's fat. Yeah, it's been a. It's an orange light.
Red light. Was it orange?
I don't
I
know.
can never tell I'm colorblind.
Oh, I don't know. It's just. Yeah, it's like the same hue of red. It's like a
Yeah.
bright orange.
We're back.
We're back.
Fucking technical difficulties. Again, well, it wouldn't be the same with your chest pod if it wasn't for
You
technical
weren't
difficulties.
recording for 3 hours for 45 minutes of content.
Darn. Cowboys. Tell me
Fuck
about
'em.
They suck.
Fuck them.
Yeah. The Bills. Masterclass. Please rant about the Cowboys. I want to hear all about it.
Just another one of the winning NFL teams that can only beat not winning NFL teams. You know, they beat the Eagles. That's fine. The Eagles aren't really. I think the Eagles are very fraudulent, especially because their defense is not good at all.
On defense. Their offense is. Their offense can go toe to toe with
Yeah.
pretty much anybody in the league.
Yeah, but if you're going to give up 45 points, it's a hard game to win.
You better score 45
Or 48.
or 48. They're only winning 10. They're winning 10-3 right now at halftime.
The Seahawks are good. I'm lying.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they've been stinking.
No.
That's like 5 straight losses.
Seahawks?
Like, yeah, I think they lost twice to the Niners. They lost to the Cowboys. Swept by the Rams. And now the Eagles.
Yeah, and now
It's not over yet, but yeah.
the Cowboys,
Cowboys gave up a lot on defense.
I will fucking never show the Cowboys any type of respect because they do the same shit every fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the same shit. It's like, oh, the Cowboys, Super Bowl, this, Dak this, fucking CeeDee Lamb that. Fucking first round exits. You guys are the Los Angeles Dodgers of the NFL. You pay for everything. You have this great regular season team. Fucking MVP this, MVP that. All these stats and records. Cool. Awesome. Win a fucking playoff game.
You know that I got into there was a heated debate on TikTok. I got into the comments.
This
let something
fucking,
get to me,
fucking
so
comment merchant, bro.
I went into the comments and I started digging at this guy, and I immediately started bringing up the playoffs, and he immediately started like backtracking on everything he said, because he was like, "Great regular season, you know, Dak's been all right."
Well, that's
His
right, like-
career. Can't win in the playoffs though. I was like,
It's the fucking.
Come back to
It's
the
like an
combat.
argument. Like it's like the same argument with like the Vikings. It's just like the Vikings always are good in the regular season. You know, they're one of the most winningest regular season teams ever.
Mhm.
They have 0 Super Bowls.
yeah,
So it's like, it doesn't matter. Like they can go 17-0 and then lose in the fucking divisional 35-14, and
funny you
it doesn't
bring up the
matter
Vikings.
What?
That's funny you bring up like
because they have the highest win percentage in regular season history.
Really?
Yup.
Wow.
Look it up.
I know they made it the NFC Championship game.
They made
a while
one?
back.
Yeah. Did they win it?
Have the Cowboys made one?
What?
Have the Cowboys made one?
I hate both
In
of them.
30 years? No. Vikings already have that. Vikings have been to one. Cowboys can't say that.
The Cowboys have not won since they had some of the best teams of all time on paper.
Mm-hmm. And they've had some phenomenal teams in the last 25 years.
Yeah, definitely. They've had
Don't know
Hall of Famers.
what the hell
They've
is
had
going on.
Des Bryant.
And people thought this was the year. They
They-
got hot after beating a few bad teams. And
Yeah, it's
they're like,
awesome. Every
that's it.
fucking Cowboys fan thinks it's their year after they get hot.
Chiefs are 9-5. That's look at that guy.
I
That sexy man right there, Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle.
That was a good ball, actually.
Were we and you talking about that? That might have been. I might have mentioned that to Kyle with Jalen Waddle in the Tyreek Hill argument because it's like Tua, like when they lost to the Titans. You know, you don't have Tyreek Hill in for the game for majority of that game, but like Jalen Waddle is just as good. He's just as fast. He's now the 1A. He should just be like the 1A. You know, like he was drafted as like the 6th overall pick a couple years ago with Jamar Chase. Oh, look at that! Look at that team, Panthers, baby.
Bryce Young.
But like Jalen Waddle, you know, is like the 1A.
It made me really happy that now Cooper Kupp started to play like Cooper Kupp after he already lost me fucking 6 weeks in a row in fantasy. That makes me happy. And my consolation
I
bracket.
can't believe the fucking Titans won.
What?
I can't believe that. Oh, my bad. I can't believe the Texans won this game with no offense.
They played the Titans.
They just beat the Dolphins in Miami.
That was a rough game.
I know. But I will say, I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, look at this! I fucking love this. The Darnell Mooney catch of all time.
Dubs.
He caught the ball and he just kicked it
I
up.
feel like the Bears lost that game. The Browns did not win it. If that makes sense to you,
Yeah.
the Browns did not win that game. The Bears lost that.
Yeah.
They had that.
I agree.
They had the win, and then they honestly should have. They could have scored right there. That ball lasted a long time.
Mo Alley Cox. We just got significantly sidetracked.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna
It's
just
fine.
roast Kyle a little bit because we did picks. I went 12-4 on the week. He went 8-8.
You fucking suck, Kyle.
That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, I missed on the. I took the Giants over the Saints.
That was stupid.
I took the Bears over the Browns, which really was a great pick until the end of the fourth.
Until Darnell Mooney dropped the Hail Mary.
Well, see now I had the Titans. I was locked in on the Titans. I had no faith in the Texans winning that game at all. With Stroud, Tank Del Nico, and Dalton
That
Schultz
kept their
all out.
playoff hopes alive too, which was
Yeah.
that was a
Which I'll get
huge
into in a
win for
minute.
the Texans.
And I took the Packers.
Ow! I'm so
For
sorry.
some reason. I don't know. I don't even remember picking the Packers, but the Bucks picked them apart yesterday.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield
We-
almost 404. I had no chance. The Packers had no chance. I don't even know why the hell I picked the Packers. There was no chance
They
at
just
all.
lost the Giants too. I mean, playing the Buccaneers, especially coming off that rough loss from the Giants, I probably would have picked them too.
Who?
The Packers.
Yeah.
I would have thought they would have.
I probably had some equation to
Jo-
why, but I don't even remember why. I don't even remember why I picked them.
The gears were turning.
He took the Falcons over the Panthers, obviously. I went with my team. He took the Packers. He took the Jets over the Dolphins.
I know a lot of people who did that,
Yeah.
especially a couple friends of mine.
He took the Manders over the Rams. And he took the Cowboys over the Bills.
Those are some rough picks, Kyle.
And the Steelers over the Colts.
He's a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We both took our teams. Yeah, the only one I was really split on was the Bears and the Browns. I didn't know which way to go there. But all my other picks were fair game. And then I had the Eagles. But they're winning. And they're probably going to win.
It's a really hard decision.
Yeah, so bad. It's only 10-3, though.
Oh my God, can we do picks?
Then I took the over.
I want to do picks for next Sunday.
Let's do them.
Oh, fuck.
We'll do them right now? Or we'll get
I'll do
into...
'em. I'll whip out my cock.
We'll save picks for the end, for like the very end. We'll save picks for the very end.
It's fine. Nah, I don't.
I want to talk about another AFC West team,
Chargers.
Chargers.
Ah,
Now,
good poll.
I like the Chargers. I love Herbert.
I don't. If you guys still think this isn't Justin Herbert's fault, you're wrong.
This is not
It's
Herbert's
all
fault.
Herbert's fault. He sucks.
What? Wait a minute. What? Wait, well, whose side are you on?
It's all Herbert's fault.
What?
You mean to tell me Herbert shouldn't be out there making tackles?
Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Okay.
You mean to tell me Herbert
Yeah,
shouldn't be...
get on defense, you bitch.
You mean
You're
to tell-
6'6". Go make a tackle.
You mean to tell me... Yeah, exactly.
You're 6'6", 250.
You
Go
mean to
make
tell
a
me he
tackle,
can't come
bro.
off the edge faster than some of these defensive linemen?
Bro, he's literally the size.
Be a
of-
fucking leader. Grow up.
He's like
Come
the size
on.
of Joey Bosa. Just get on the line, dude. Go make a tackle. Go play safety.
Dude, go do
Go
something.
kick. Go do
Yeah.
anything.
You see that fucking pick he threw against the Raiders? They lost him the game.
Yep.
Lost him the game completely.
God, 63 points. Oh, God, what a
Speaking
joke.
of, first of all, fuck that game because that pick six, that one-handed pick six,
Mhm.
that lost me my fucking parlay because I had Eckler 5 receptions and he picked off the 5th reception.
Dude, well, Eckler was just, like, not even on the field for, like, that entire game.
Eckler?
He had, like, 10 rushing yards and, like, what? He had 4 catches. I'm surprised he even had 4.
You know how I feel about
Yeah,
Austin
we're not
Eckler.
even going to get into that.
Because I'd piss you
That's
off.
enough of that. That's enough of the Eckler talk. But the Chargers finally cleared house. They cleaned it.
It's about time.
Brandon Staley, get the fuck out.
Fuck.
And
now they just
let's go.
Now they have to trade Herbert and then they're fine.
Where would Herbert go?
Fucking
They're
anyway.
not going to trade their star quarterback.
Just cut him.
They had to get like 4 first-round picks for
Just
him.
cut him.
Just cut him. Just cut him. Can you imagine the dead cap? Oh my God, dude! The Chargers would have no money.
Well, I mean, they paid this quarterback who can't even play safety, DB, receiver.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
And now they're gonna pay the old man Keenan.
I can't believe he doesn't force Quentin Johnson to catch these footballs.
Who's a worse receiver, Quentin Johnson
Yes.
or Kadarius Toney?
Oh,
Oh, I think that was
I would rather just tuck and run every fucking play.
I'm gonna take Johnson just because he's a rookie, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Raw
Yeah.
rookie from TCU.
Kadarius Toney is a Super Bowl champion, by the way.
I hate that.
That will be one.
Tush push. Tush push.
More tush push.
More tush push. Yeah, but Kadarius Toney now has what? This is his 4th year in the league?
3rd.
Yeah?
He was drafted
He was with the Giants, what, 2 years?
1.5. He got traded last year.
All right. Okay. So it's his 3rd year.
Yeah.
All right. It's not getting any better, but whatever.
It's getting worse.
I'll still take huge.
I'm taking Quentin Johnson. It's just yips.
I'll take him off of just a raw talent as
He'll
a
be fine.
rookie, and he's not,
He gets open. He's a good route runner.
he gets open. I wish
He
he would
doesn't
catch the ball a
Catch
little
the
more.
football very well.
He has not been what Zay Flowers and JSN and
Addison.
Addison have been, unfortunately. It's not even close, really. Because the other 3 have been dominating all year. And then you got Quentin Johnson.
Jalen Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt. Even Jalen Hyatt's having a better year than Quentin Johnson.
I don't
Which
think,
is
not even
terrible.
No.
What?
I don't think he is.
Dude, no, like, Johnson's numbers are not good.
Hyatt's gotten the ball 6 times.
You could throw like an 80-yard touchdown pass to Hyatt, and that'd be better than whatever Johnson's done all year.
Well, Jalen Hyatt doesn't have a touchdown.
Oh, really doesn't have a touchdown?
Nope.
Oh, actually, Quentin Johnson, I think, has 2
Nope.
on the year.
It's 2 more than Jalen Hyatt.
All right. You got me there.
That's 2 more than the
Okay.
fucking 31st ranked passing offense in the NFL.
Yep. But
Got fucking Pat Mahomes in the back.
fucking guy, Kermit, fucking frog. Seahawks back on the field. They're not gonna do anything. But we need a DK top. Like a 1 catch for 8 yards. What
Is Drew Lock the future of?
Kenneth.
Is Drew Lock the future of the XFL?
The XFL, yeah. Send him to the. Fucking start to learn Chinese, buddy.
It's time to learn Italian, bud.
Herbert, not his fault at all. Poor guy's he's getting paid all this money. The stats are there. He's literally a carbon copy of Phillip Rivers. He's gonna throw for like 80,000 yards in his career, but never go to the playoffs or a Super Bowl.
The Chargers always have that luck. Like, there's always something preventing them from being a great team.
It's like the Packers when they just go from a quarterback to a good quarterback, but
Like,
just not enough to win
the Chargers always got, like, they always have, like, they'll have a top 5 offense and a bottom 5 defense.
Mhm.
Or, like, bro, there was one year they had an insane defense because it was, like, Cromartie and, like,
It was like 2010.
it was, like, Takeo Spikes, Cromartie, and then they had Phillip Rivers and LT.
And Eric Waddle. Whittle?
Weddle?
What'd I say?
You said Waddle.
Waddle. Eric Weddle.
Yeah, and then
All-pro safety
and
is
Antonio
down here.
Gates and fucking that team was stacked, and then they had the worst special teams in the league, which missed a bunch of field goals, and they lost in the playoffs because of it.
Yeah, it's bad.
I learned that from my friend who is a big Chargers fan. Shout out Paisan.
Shout out Paisan.
He's sick right now.
Even though Khalil Mack, I'm pretty sure he's leading the league in sacks right now, and they're giving up a disgusting amount of points and yards and everything. Like,
I mean, dude, their D line with Bosa and Khalil Mack just to be like,
when they signed Bosa to that,
just to
big
have someone
deal,
keep bitching behind the camera every fucking 5 seconds.
I know, because we got the Seahawks playing at prime time.
Just flopping around like a fish out of water for no reason.
Box like a flopper. Oh my God, Kenneth Walker! Look at this guy. That's the first good play I've actually seen him make since.
No,
like
I'm going against
7.
Kenneth Walker at fantasy.
Since like week 7 now.
I'm up like 40.
But dude, when the Chargers sign Joey Bosa to that big deal, they get Khalil Mack to sign him. They signed J.C. Jackson from the Patriots in free agency.
And they traded him.
Traded him back, but at that time, when they were getting Derwin James back, like it was like this is gonna be the best defense in football. Never
No.
have they even finished like top 20
Fucking.
in the last couple of years.
Just got doused by Aiden O'Connell.
Joey Bosa can't stay on the field. J.C. Jackson was a fraud and a product of Belichick and got sent back to the Patriots and is stuck in there too.
Derwin James, cool.
Derwin James, fine. Khalil Mack, clearly fine. He's been getting older, but he's leading the league in sacks.
Justin Herbert, not fine.
Not fine mentally.
I would be if that was happening to
And
me.
Kim and Keenan Allen were having legendary years.
I think Mike Williams getting hurt was a huge loss.
Huge loss. More than people even realize.
He was very good. Like,
You need him to open up the offense more. You know? He goes deep. I mean, even though Keenan Allen was getting the ball like ridiculous amount of times, even without Mike Williams here.
Mike Williams is always good for like 5-6 receptions and
But the
90
one
yards.
can't keep getting fed like this, and you only put up 5 wins on the season.
Especially when Eckler is not very good at the moment, and Quentin Johnson is dropping the amount of passes. You know,
I think it's just been a mess.
Get Mike Williams out there. You know, get Quentin Johnson freed up a little bit, get him his confidence up, like kind of ease him into the offense instead of just throwing him at the 2.
They've lost too many games this year where they should have won. They're out of it. They're done. They're looking on to next year. It's just been the Herbert and Keenan Allen show all year. The rest of the offense has just been missing. Nowhere to be found. The coaching is a disaster. Now, another question for you is if Bill Belichick does leave the Patriots next year, where does he go? Do you think he goes to the Chargers?
I don't know.
Because apparently he signed some secret extension behind closed doors to the Patriots. But from what I'm hearing now, he's supposed to be getting let go after the season.
I don't really know what team he should go to.
Belichick and Justin.
There's a lot of options because honestly, the NFL this year has not been that entertaining, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's definitely been better years than this year. It's kind of a down year for everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's just been a down year for quarterback play, which means that the offenses in total are not getting that much points, flashes.
I also just don't like being a Giants fan, or don't like being a fan of a team that's going through a rebuild because it just makes football not fun.
Yeah, no.
Like you can 100% agree with me.
I'm right there with you, brother. Tell them about relatable. Don't get in the end zone. Great.
Woohoo!
Lovely.
That's so awesome.
All right, so when's the part when DK gets in?
What?
When's the part where DK gets in?
Hopefully next possession.
23-yard rush. Philly's defense is like the 32nd ranked defense behind the Commanders.
I mean, if this doesn't prove to you that Drew Lock's the future, I don't know what does.
Yeah, right. This is insane. This is insanity. Play footsies under the desk.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know. I think Belichick would be a good fit in LA
But I think he would.
to finish out with whatever the last couple of years he has left in the coaching world. Maybe him and Herbert do some damage for about 2-3 years.
Or maybe he fucking first round draft pick, the whitest receiver on the board.
Did you see? I feel like we have to bring this up. I'm surprised. I don't know why I didn't bring it up earlier, but did you see with the Rashad Mendenhall thing that he tweeted out earlier? about the all black versus all white team. He was like, an all black team would smoke all you whites. And then people have had some fun with it today. Kyle calls me earlier, and we started drafting a white team, like a white team, a light skinned team, and a black team. Because we were really trying to figure out the white. I mean, we had Josh Allen as our quarterback, McCaffrey as our running back, Juszczyk as our fullback. We couldn't think of another running back who was white in the league besides McCaffrey. If you can, he'll be on the team. But we couldn't even think of another back.
Zach Charbonnet?
That's like light skin. So he'd be on the light skin team. He'd be with Eckler, but I really couldn't think of many light skin running backs either. Or Polynesian for that matter. Because then Puka would be on that team. Cooper Kupp is our wide receiver 1.
Obviously.
And then it gets pretty slim after that. Like Hunter Renfrow and Braxton Berrios. We rule the tight ends. We get pretty much all the tight ends. We get Travis Kelce, Laporta, Mark Andrews, Hawkinson. We get everybody. We're very, very vulnerable at the cornerback position.
To say the least.
So we would be rushing. Here would be my plan on defense. We rush 4 with 1 linebacker and 6 safeties. Because I don't know how else we stop A.J. Brown and Diggs and CeeDee Lamb and Jefferson and Jamar Chase and DK Metcalf. We're going to be playing a lot of zone. We might have to rush 3 and play 7 safeties.
I mean, the D-line's probably nice. You got Watt, Bosa's.
Both the Bosas.
Max
Watt,
Crosby.
Well, Crosby might be going to the black team.
Crosby is the only wild card exception in this draft.
I feel like if you say the word, I feel like you need to be on.
That was a fucking great video.
Yeah. Then you should be on.
Y'all
team,
pull up.
You know?
And then he sent it in. They're like, "Do you want to post it?" He's like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
And like no one said a word. Like no one cared.
Yeah, they're gonna rock with me no matter what.
I was gonna say who the fuck's gonna
Who's gonna say anything?
Who's gonna press Max Crosby?
Bro, he literally has 3 black men on his chest, like tattooed on him.
He also
got like Michael Jordan.
He also does
like,
MMA.
Mike Tyson on him, you know. Our old line would be stacked though.
Oh yeah.
We'd have like Quentin Nelson.
I like how you say our O line would be stacked because we're white.
Our old line would be. Well, I can't preach for the black team. I'm not gonna be on that team.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't know that.
Well, you need a water boy because I'm not gonna be able to start over anybody else playing.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, it's true. Yo, we're gonna have to play. McCaffrey's gonna have to play both ways. McCaffrey's gonna have to play.
If anyone could do it,
McCaffrey's gonna have to physically play both ways. Can you name 7 white safeties?
Harrison Smith.
Yeah.
That's gonna give me. He's in the league.
He would have to come back.
Thank you so much.
We'll have to call up Wes Welker out of retirement to come
Julian
back.
Edelman.
And Danny Amendola. And Chris Hogan.
Oh my God.
That's played with
Tom
Tom
if
Brady.
We need a fucking white running back, we're getting Peyton Hillis back.
We're getting Peyton Hillis, and we're just taking the entire receiver core from the 2010s Patriots.
Let's call up Steve Largent.
let's get like 65-year-old Steve Largent out of retirement.
Yeah, let's do that.
I just thought that was such a wild tweet.
That's funny.
The whites versus the blacks. What are we doing?
Segregation?
CTE is hitting hard.
What?
CTE is hitting hard.
Yeah.
For Mendenhall.
God.
But it sparked a funny debate.
I'm trying to think of white safeties.
Besides Harrison Smith.
Taylor Rapp. Is Taylor Rapp white?
Yeah.
I know the dude.
He's not black.
The dude on the fucking Commanders. What's his name?
Forbes?
No.
Oh, Blankenship. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. He's actually nice.
Is it Marcus Epps? That's not Marcus Epps.
No, Epps is I thought Epps was on the. Oh, here we come. Tush push. 3rd and 1, baby. Oh, you thought.
Oh,
go Swift. Oh, what do we
tush
got on the
push.
Swift line right now? Bengals star.
First down.
Breaking news. Jamar Chase expected to miss the rest of the season.
I wouldn't want to play.
With a separated shoulder.
I wouldn't want to play the rest of the season anyway.
Wow. A lot of A lot of teams, a lot of players just going out and missing
All right,
the
before
season.
I'm gonna check my fantasy basketball team. Do you think my team started off?
Oh,
well
dude,
now?
do you think the Pistons are winning? Think the
Probably not.
Pistons won? Oh, Pistons lost by 6. Damn it.
Jimmy Butler did terrible. Jokic is not doing good. Spencer Dinwiddie, Spencer Dinwiddie's my fucking guy.
Yeah.
Oh, and OG Anunoby. I fucking hate OG Anunoby so much.
Yeah, I don't know about this parlay. Neither of our touchdowns have hit. Unless Goddard scores on this drive. All right, anyway. With the AFC race getting real close after this week, I know that the Jaguars lost to the Ravens. Ravens hold the 1 seed currently. A full game above the Dolphins and 2 games above the no, 1 game against the Dolphins, 2 above the Chiefs. So now the Jaguars and the Texans and the Colts are all tied at 8-6. And they all could win the division right now. It's very close in the AFC race. The Bills are now back to 8-6.
Fucking
Steelers lose. They're pretty much out.
Speaking of the Colts, like I am so happy Gardner Minshew stepped up and is net balling.
Yeah.
He's doing so good. We love Minshew mania.
We love Minshew Mania. They're a really good team. And they're doing it without Jonathan Taylor, too.
And now they're gonna probably do it without Pittman for a week or two.
Yep.
Which
He'll probably be out next week.
I think Kazi getting suspended for that was stupid.
But if you were to predict the 7 AFC teams that truly get in, who would you take? Because the Bills, as of right now, could still get the 1 seed and win the AFC East. Because they got to play the Dolphins again. And depending on what the Dolphins do.
Don't they have the same record?
Dolphins are 10-4. Dolphins are 2 games ahead of the Bills. So if the Dolphins lose out and the Bills win out, they get the 1 seed.
All right, that's not gonna happen.
Well, the Dolphins have to play the Cowboys and the Ravens and the Bills. Dolphins could easily lose the next 3 weeks.
Who are they playing? Oh yeah, fuck.
Dallas, Baltimore.
I forgot I said their schedule, John. I'm sorry.
You said it earlier in the
episode.
I
I know, but I said it like 3 hours ago.
Did you?
Probably.
Bills are playing the Chargers this week. In LA. Dubs. And then they play the Patriots.
Not if Justin Herbert actually wants to play fucking football this week.
He's out for the rest of the year. That's it. Done.
All right, well, fucking, they might win now.
They got to play the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. That's their next 3 games. The Bills.
If the Bills drop one of those games, if the Bills get swept by the Patriots, I don't want them in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, no, 100%. No, absolutely not. But, like, how do you... I mean, I think the Bills go and they just toast the Chargers. And then they're going to come and beat the shit out of the Patriots. It's all going to come down to the last
There's
week.
Dallas Goedert touchdown.
Whopping 4-yard catch.
No, minus 4 yards.
Minus 4 yards?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Hell yeah, brother. Doing really good.
Cross off
that out.
Goddard touchdown.
Okay. You want to do picks for next
We
week?
can do picks.
Yeah?
Let me see.
Yeah, because the podcast is going to probably look a little different later. There's a special guest coming on at the end of the week. Stay tuned.
There is.
Yeah.
Did you tell me about this?
No.
Oh.
Stay tuned. You too. Stay tuned.
What? I don't want to stay tuned. I want to be on the podcast.
You got to be tuned to stay.
But I'm supposed to be on the pod. But I'm supposed to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that intel. I really appreciate it. This fucking kid. Week 16.
I'm trying to fucking find it. I am an intelligent individual.
Saints Rams Thursday Night Football.
Ooh, I got Rams.
Rams at home. I like the Rams as well. Both taking the Rams.
I got the Rams.
Bengals Steelers. We got 2 games on Saturday?
Yeah.
2 games on Saturday. Bengals Steelers.
Definitely taking the Bills.
Bengals Steelers?
I said we're definitely taking the Bills like on the second Saturday.
Oh. So the Bengals.
I don't know.
The Steelers beat the Bengals a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but is Kenny Pickett playing? I can't believe I'm actually.
No, Mason Rudolph is playing.
Bengals.
Mason Rudolph is starting. And the Bengals won 3 straight. They're hot right now. But now without Jamar Chase.
They still managed to get it done without Chase. I mean, I'm really liking Jake Browning. But they're also in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh, yeah. And the Steelers have just been losing.
But they're also in Pittsburgh.
That's a tough
They're in
one.
Pittsburgh.
It's a tough one.
They're gonna be.
All right, do you think the Bengals get swept by the Steelers?
I don't think the Steelers are a bad pick. I actually kind of expect an upset here.
Yeah.
I would pick the Steelers.
I would pick the Steelers too. I think it's a good pick.
I also think because they're going to be playing because if they lose, then Tomlin's going to have a losing record, and it would be like the first time he'll ever have a losing record if the season ends.
Oh, Jalen scored again.
Colts.
So we're taking the Bills, obviously. Chargers have no chance.
No.
Falcons in Atlanta. Yeah, because the Falcons are pretty much out of it now.
I don't like their offense is not that good.
Colts.
Panthers.
Panthers. It's in Charlotte. No, I think that I think the Packers get back on track. I mean, they needed to stay back. They needed to stay in the playoffs.
They need to win this game to still have a chance.
But would I be shocked if the Panthers just did this just to fuck everything up completely?
That would be funny.
That'd be really funny. It's like a joke.
I think the Packers win.
Yeah.
The Packers just got 2 really rough losses, and they need this.
I took the Panthers last week, but I think that the Packers come in and win.
Good game. Browns-Texans.
Browns. I'm not thinking
really?
about it. I know that it's in Houston, but
I think
I'm taking the Browns.
because Stroud's on protocol, Nico Collins is probably coming back.
Mm-hmm.
If they both come back next week, I would not. Actually, no, the Browns' offense is actually kind of firing right now. I'll take the Browns.
Yeah? You don't have to agree with me.
I mean, the Texans' defense is just not that good. And with how good the Browns' defense is, I don't know if Stroud and Nico can get that done just them.
I think Denzel Ward's coming back this week.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. Because
The
Tank Dell's
Browns.
out for the year. He broke something in his knee.
Yeah, he's done. Browns?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for my fantasy team.
Lions, Vikings. This is the first time they're meeting this year, and it's in Minnesota. Lions coming off a very, very big win. Blowout win against Denver.
Yeah, but the fucking Lions usually... Were the Lions away last game? No, they were home, right?
They're home.
They do significantly worse on the road.
They do.
And
So you think that they split with the Vikings? They lose this game, and then they beat the Vikings in 2 weeks?
I don't know if they're going to lose. That's the thing. Because I just don't think the Vikings' offense is...
They're still... Because the Vikings are kind of still in it for the division, but the Vikings would have to win out, and the Lions would have to lose out. But it starts this week.
Is Josh Dobbs at quarterback? Or are they
No,
going back?
Mullins again.
Did Mullins do good against the Bengals?
Yeah. He threw 2 touchdowns to Addison. Put up 24 points against a pretty solid Bengals
I'll take the
defense.
Vikings.
You'll take the Vikings?
I'll take the Vikings.
All right. I'm going to take the Lions because I just got to trust at this point that the Lions just figure it the fuck out.
Jets, Commanders. Give me the Jets.
I'm not going to think too hard about it. It's in my life. The Jets.
Hopefully
are
the offensive
suffocating.
line can block this week for Zach Wilson because he was getting fucking mauled against Miami.
Yeah, and Zach Wilson should be able to throw against an awful secondary.
Seahawks, Titans.
Oh, brother.
Give me the Titans. Give me a Will Levis masterclass at home.
No, I'm taking the Hawks. They're about to lose 5 straight. You think they just lose out at this point?
The Seahawks?
Yeah. I'm going to take the
No,
Hawks.
because they still have a chance.
That's what I'm saying. Because if they lose this, they're going to be 6-8.
Give me Will Levis.
Mm.
I'm not winning a single game this week. Every team I'm picking is losing.
Well, we picked very similar for a while. Jaguars, Bucks. I'm going to take the Jags.
That's a tough game.
Jags have now lost 3 straight, and they need this win bad.
Yeah, so do the Bucks.
I think it's close. Battle of Florida. But I'm going to take the Jags.
I'll take the Jags too.
Just hope to God that Trevor's healthy. Yeah, you want the Jags as well?
I'll take the Jags.
Cardinals, Bears.
The game of all time.
Kyler versus Justin Fields. Battle of the rushing quarterbacks.
Give me the Bears.
Bears at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. I'm gonna take the Bears as well. I do think it'll be close. Whatever the Cardinals.
I think it's gonna be a
spread
good
is,
game.
I think the Cardinals cover. But I'll take the Bears. And then we got Cowboys, Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Fins at home.
I have no idea who to pick in this game.
I mean,
Tyreek Hill.
if Tyreek Hill
back.
plays, it's the Dolphins, definitely.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill comes back off an injury after a week of healing. And just dominates.
I wouldn't put it
Cowboys
past
can't
them.
play on the road.
Dak would need to have a monster comeback game, which I think he might have, but I just think the defense can't hold on.
Fins.
I think the Fins. Fins up.
Fins up. Dolphins. Pats, Broncos.
Broncos.
Broncos. Yeah.
They need that win, too.
Yeah. Definitely to stay in the playoff race.
Yeah,
At 8-7.
Chiefs, Raiders.
They
Chiefs,
also need to compete in the West because they're only 2 games back from
Yeah,
the
I know.
Chiefs.
Chiefs, Raiders.
Who did they just play? The Broncos. Who did they play this week? Oh, the Lions. That's right. They just got fucking swallowed. And then we got Raiders, Chiefs. And these are
Chiefs.
Oh, this is now Christmas. So now we got the 3 Christmas games. First game on the Christmas plate. Raiders, Chiefs.
Chiefs are home. Give me the
Chiefs
Chiefs.
are home. Yeah. To sweep the Raiders on the season. I would see the Chiefs. But I wouldn't be surprised if something sneaky happens. Like if the Raiders defense keeps playing the way they have and just holds the Chiefs to like nothing.
Eagles, Giants.
Yeah, this one's in Philly. I'll take the Eagles.
Now, what makes you think it's that easy?
What? Stop it. What do they play again? They play in Week 18? In MetLife? When the Philly has to bench some players, possibly?
I think if the Giants were to beat the Eagles once, it's this week.
It'll be when the starters are out in Week 18 if they have to bench them. In MetLife.
I'm only going to make this pick strictly off the hopes. Give me the Giants.
All right. I literally wrote you down for Eagles, but I'm going to give you the Giants.
I'm only picking the Giants just because I hope DeVito wins. I think they're going to lose by 30. But I just really hope that the Eagles fucking somehow just can't get anything going and lose.
Yep. And now the game of the week. Ravens at Niners. Battle of the MVP candidates. Lamar and
Give me
Purdy.
San Fran.
Yeah. It really should be San Fran. They're both 11-3. That's both the 1 seeds.
It's gonna be
Super Bowl preview.
It's gonna be
possibly.
It's gonna be a rough game. Yeah.
Man, this is gonna be a fucking tough, gritty win, man.
You say gritty.
Mike Gesicki gritty.
Oh, that's my type of gritty.
Fuck, man. Does Lamar go into the Bay and win?
I think he fights. I don't think he wins.
I think the Niners are just too hot.
I think the Niners are gonna win.
I'm gonna take the Niners as well. All right, that's our picks.
That concludes this episode.
That concludes, unless you want to hit on the Rangers or Ohtani real quick before we head out. All right, let me tee it up for you real quick. So for any of you who live under a fucking rock, Shohei Ohtani signed a 10-year, $700 million deal in baseball to the Dodgers.
I'm a big baseball guy.
Now, I'm going to let the baseball analytic over here
This
take
contract pisses me the fuck off. Because not only that, Dodgers overpaid the shit out of him because you just paid a DH for the next 2 years $700 million. And I get it. He'll pitch when he feels better, but he's not pitching for 2 years.
I think he was going to get that contract anywhere. Somewhere of that number.
But here's the thing. It's a 10-year, $700 million contract. He's 30. You're going to pay this man when he's 40 years old?
He's 30?
He's like 29.
Oh. Wow.
Like,
Okay.
he's 30 years old. He's
Yeah,
been in the league for a while.
even if he didn't get, I think if he didn't get hurt, I think he would have got more. He would have got like 750, maybe even 800. I think it would have been even more of a ludicrous deal. He would have gotten hurt. But continue. Lane Johnson's hurt. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is a ridiculous contract. Not saying that Ohtani's bad and he doesn't deserve a big contract, but when he's only going to DH for 2 years, that's probably why they did that thing where they're only going to pay him like 20 for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Which is, there needs to be a rule against that, because that means that the Dodgers at this current time are only paying Ohtani $20 million.
See, that's
So
my
they
problem.
still have so much cap space because
Sounds
of
like a cheat code.
because of, I think that's so
I think it's
stupid.
insane. I think it's nuts.
You
that
shouldn't
that's
be
all-
allowed to do that.
No, I think it's
At
illegal.
all.
That should be illegal.
That you shouldn't be allowed to do that. That's
Where's
not.
the salary cap? Where does it end?
There is none.
There is no cap in baseball. I think it's crazy that he's gonna get paid $20 million over the
And they
next
just
10
traded for
years.
Glass now too, which is
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
ridiculous.
Just add to the fucking.
And now Manny
bullpen.
Margot is going to be a 310, 20 home run hitter. Even though I don't think he's going to play over James Outman, because James Outman's a
This
stud.
is straight up robbery. This is cheating. This is bullshit.
It's
is crazy.
ridiculous. Now the NL West just became kind of a cakewalk, at least in the regular season.
Yeah, the regular season,
I
the
don't-
Dodgers are gonna win like.
I still don't
150,
think,
20, 120 games.
I still think the Braves or the Phillies are kind of the teams to watch out in the National League.
Mhm.
Just because I don't believe in the fucking Dodgers. The Dodgers, yeah, they have Ohtani, but the Dodgers have had the best team on paper for the last 5 years, and they haven't made it past the divisional.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
Well, no,
just
they won
added
they
the
won
best
they won a
player.
fucking asterisk World Series,
yeah,
but
they won the Aztec World Series. But I mean, they just added the best player, so we're gonna see what happens.
he's only hitting. It's not like he's pitching.
When does he come back to pitch? Do you know?
2 years. He didn't get his surgery yet.
What's he waiting on?
I don't know. I don't know him.
Well, I thought you did personally.
I wish. I'd probably be a lot better at the sport.
If you had Ohtani in your corner, definitely.
Yes, definitely.
You're playing in the fucking minors right now.
I would love that. But there's no. That was just fucking ridiculous deal. $700 million.
Ludicrous deal.
$700 million for a DH is nuts.
$700 million just in general is nuts.
He kind of deserves it. I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of money.
It's just the same amount of money.
It's an insane amount.
pay
It's an
one
insane
person.
amount of money that you will be paying until the end of time.
I think they said the contract will be paid until 2040 something. Because they're pushing the 680 to 2034.
Yeah.
That's why it's so stupid. You're getting paid $20 million over the next 10 years, and then $680 million of that is going to get paid over the next 15 years after he's done playing.
Yeah. He could literally jerk off and make $1 million a day.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I can't wait for the national Shohei Ohtani days. Those Bobby Bonilla and Ken Griffey.
I don't want to talk about Bobby Bonilla.
Every year.
As a Mets fan, I do not want to talk about Bonilla. As a Mets fan,
Is this his last year, right? He's done getting paid now?
this year or next year. It's one or the
I
other.
thought he was done. Oh, Lane's back in the game. Okay. Anything else baseball you want to talk about? You want to keep going about this?
I would talk free agents, but you're
Go
not.
ahead. The floor's yours.
I mean, I
Talk to the people out
I
there.
think
Wanna hear your
Blake.
takes.
I'm a very hard front runner for Blake Snell going to the Mariners. Seattle homegrown, 2-time Cy Young winner.
Mariners.
Mariners need a pitcher that. Because Robbie Ray was hurt, so he didn't pitch much of that last year. But they definitely, the Mariners definitely need someone like Blake Snell, veteran, very good at what he does. You won 2 Cy Youngs, especially with that offense. Even though they just lost, fuck did they just lose? I can't remember. I know they just lost someone.
What did the Dodgers give up for Glasnow?
Prospects that weren't even that good, minor league guys.
How do you feel about Juan Soto going to the Yankees?
It's gonna be hit or miss.
Yeah. like most picks that go to New York at this time.
Because he's definitely gonna like be in love with the short porch. That was a fucking good ass throw by Jalen Hurts, by the way. God, fucking
MVP kind of throw right there.
whatever. It depends, because the Yankees got that short porch, so we know. I mean, like, the short porch is a huge reason why Aaron Judge is just so fucking good at home, because Aaron Judge is so obnoxiously strong and big that
He's such a big man.
he gets beat by fastballs and just flicks them over the fence to right field, which is the most
He's such a monster.
ridiculous thing
Yeah.
ever. So if Soto can have the, I know you don't know this, but Soto hit 240 at home last year and like a little over 300 away. He's a much better on the road hitter than he is at home.
I believe that because every time I betted him last year at home, he sucked.
Makes sense.
And that was a waste.
Yeah,
money.
Soto. If Soto's gonna, come into the Bronx and he's just gonna be super anxious trying to hit home runs because he's got that short porch staring at him, he will hit 230. He's got to stick to the same approach he had in Washington.
Dude, Aaron Judge, my
Aaron-
bad. And Aaron Jones, great guy. But Aaron Judge is a monster. When he came back from injury last year and hit 3 homers at home,
They also just signed Alex Verdugo, and I know you're kind of not in, like, you don't know who that is, but that was a really good pickup for them, defensively at least, because I mean Stan could just DH.
Yeah.
Fucking sack of bricks is not running
that
around in the
sack
outfield.
of coins, doing nothing for the team. How old is Stanton now?
It's like 30 something. Should have stayed in Miami.
He should have just stayed in Miami.
Him, Yelich, Ozuna shouldn't have beat his wife. They had JT Realmuto too. Fuck Derek Jeter for like selling that Marlins team, because they could have been a dynasty and he just threw everyone away.
Mm-hmm. That sucks.
Well, not for me, I'm a Mets fan.
Yeah.
Everything else sucks, but just even though the Marlins still beat the Mets all the fucking time.
Yeah, even without all those players. I mean, they had a decent team
They're
this
not
year.
bad. They made the wild card.
Yeah.
Just snuck in, even though I think I feel so bad for the Cubs because they had it, and then Seiya Suzuki literally dropped their playoffs. That was bad. Did you see that play?
Probably not.
They were playing the Braves, and it was the last out of the game, or one of the last outs of the game. It was in the 8th inning or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if he caught the ball, like, they probably would have won. And he, like, lost it, just missed it completely. And the Braves ended up winning and sweeping them and just kicked them completely out of the postseason race.
Damn.
And all he needed to do was catch the ball. And the Cubs would have had the Marlins spot.
That sucks.
It was a very heartbreaking moment. Especially in the Brewers series, too, when they lost on that walk-off that really kicked them out.
Mm-hmm.
They lost, I think in the final 8 games of the year, they lost 6 in a row.
Oh, God. Well, that'll do it.
Nah,
That'll do it. But baseball should be fun coming up this season.
love it.
We'll talk about that more at a later date when football's done, pretty much.
Yeah.
And we'll get into basketball, too, for all you basketball lovers. I know I want to talk a little basketball. Steph Curry just missed his first 3 in, 5 years. So he was 0 for 8 last night.
Wow.
Yeah, Steph Curry we're talking about. 0 for 8 from the 3.
I mean, if we're going to talk about basketball, can we please talk about my biological father, Jalen Brunson?
Dude, Jalen Brunson, Fitty Burger, 9 for 9 at the
Love him.
3-point line. What the fuck kind of line is that? It's insane.
Yeah,
Who was 9 for 9 at
they
the
play the
at
Lakers
3?
tonight.
I took the Lakers.
I'm going to fucking kill you.
I did take the Lakers.
I'm
It
going
doesn't matter now, though, because
I'm going to go home and I'm going to watch.
You did hear that right. I did take the Pistons. Fuck you. The Pistons
I'm
will
going to go
eventually win a
home
game.
and I'm going to watch the Knicks hopefully beat up all over LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a new match on Tinder.
Nice.
I don't talk to girls. This is just.
All right, this is done.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. We're over.
I'm sad.
That's it. We're done.
Fine.
Enough of your sad boy vibes. That's for the Boogie Bomb boys. Tune into the Patreon.
I do all of them without pants.
This has been John and Hank.
What?
Speak up back there. No, we're not doing that. Fuck off. That's it. We're done.
Are we done?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see
we're
you in the
done.
next one. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Leave some comments. We will happily talk about whatever you guys want us to talk about. We'll debate. Fucking follow the TikTok. Say it with your chest.
Do we got
Fucking
do we got,
share it.
do we got Instagram
Like
yet?
it. Huh?
Do we got an Instagram yet?
No,
We do-
unfortunately no.
We will make an Instagram.
Follow the boys. Follow the homies.
And if you want merch, tell everyone to subscribe to us so we can start making
so
money
that
and
you
make
can
merch.
get merch this early. Yes, merch. And yeah, and everyone give a round of
If you
applause
want-
for
if
Hank
you
being
want-
back today.
Yeah, go me.
He's back, yay. And that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Sayonara.
Adios, everybody.